Hello, my beautiful friends. It's Erika. Today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming energies and themes around the new moon solar eclipse that is happening on Saturday, October 14th at 1:55 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, many of you may already know this, but if you don't, eclipses are very powerful events that tend to accelerate and bring in change. Sometimes it is sudden, and sometimes it is basically the way that it's always best described, in my opinion, is it expedites the inevitable. And new moons are all about new beginnings. Now, the fact that this particular um, new moon eclipse is happening in the sign of Libra is highly significant because Libra is about justice, Libra is about karma and the balance and the justice of the universe. So we are also coming in off the heels of the 1010 portal, which happened obviously October 10th. And those energies have preceded this eclipse energy, although we are already feeling the eclipse energies. Guys, don't think that the eclipse energies are only felt on the day of. They are felt leading up to and then after the eclipse, literally for probably the next 6 months, meaning the impacts of these eclipses do affect us over the next approximately 6 months until the next eclipse cycle. So typically I do this video on my astrology and zodiac channel, but because of its immense connection to all of you when it comes to love, partnerships, sacred connections, new beginnings, mission work, I felt very drawn to putting the video here instead of on my zodiac and astrology channel, because this is a very important time. Those of you that participated in the 1010 portal event yesterday, when I was recording this yesterday, know the connection to this new moon. So for those of you that didn't attend, this is why I'm doing the video here, because it's too important not to provide you the guidance and the information as it does pertain for many of you to new beginnings when it comes to love or career paths or sacred journeys and mission work. So we're going to take a look at the themes and what's going to be going on in terms of our thoughts and our emotions, and what changes are going to be supported by this particular eclipse. We will have another eclipse in 2 weeks that will be happening in the sign of Taurus. Oh my gosh, hold on. Is it Taurus? I believe it's Taurus. Oh my gosh, don't quote me on that, guys. When I'm channeling, my conscious mind goes to the side. And I was just looking at something on my notes and from a different eclipse video I did, and it had to do with Taurus. So I don't want to misspeak. But I will be doing another video specific to that. And so we're going to start off by, and also if you guys want to participate in the live activation, it's still not too late. Even though the live event happened, the recording is still available, and there's still 2 more events to come on the 11/11 and the 12/12. So we're going to look at the overall themes of this particular new moon solar eclipse happening in the sign of Libra. And remember, Libra is ruled by Venus, which is the way that we approach relationships, the way that we love, the way that we nurture, the way that we care for ourselves even. So very connected to relationships, this new moon eclipse. So, and expediting the inevitable, changes in relationships, and also in a lot of ways destined new beginnings. So start off with the themes of this eclipse energy. The 7 of water, 7 of cups energy, the 6 of fire. Not shocked, not surprised. And the sun. Oh, wow. All right, guys, this is extremely powerful and positive and beautiful. So what I see going on here as the overall themes, which again continues what I was just saying. I mean, I use tarot cards and oracle cards, but I am a channeler, and everything I'm saying on this is pretty much all channel. So, but I just love using the cards, so I do. But what we have here is this is where we are finding that our dreams can come true. It's as simple as that, because the Seven of Water, look at her, she's daydreaming, she's looking at all of these beautiful things. And the Six of Fire is success and victory after a long fought battle, a period of conflict, a period of tensions that lead to ultimate happiness with this Sun card. It's quite beautiful. In fact, this is something that is making everybody feel this energy that things are going to start getting better, like gooder and gooder, and completely change in our lives. And what we have here is really determining, what it is that we want emotionally. What is it that we've hoped for and dreamed for? And I feel like many of us will be feeling around this eclipse energy, like, wow, like I can be successful doing what I love and doing all of this. Happiness lies within me. It is not something that lies outside of me. Yet when I tap into the power of what it brings in, when I tap into the power of what lies within me, then I can create my own happiness. Because the universe does want you to be happy. Also, guys, there will be an extended where I'm going to take a look very specifically at sort of like a before and after in the energies and the effect of this particular eclipse on the changes it will make. That will be in the description box below if you are interested in joining. So let's look now at what will be on our minds with this new moon eclipse. The Two of Swords, the Two of Air in this deck, the Lover's card. This is why I'm doing it on this channel and not on the astrology channel. Making decisions around love, answering the call. This is the Judgment card. Wow. It's now or never. What is it that you want from love? Who do you love? Making decisions about paths when it comes to love, or certainly career paths that we love, what we're meant to do to share our hearts with the universe and with this. But what's on our minds here is we have choices to make, and this is about getting out of stagnation, because there's been this is the call card is the Judgment card. That means, we have been in a period of reflection, looking back on our lives and going like, wait, is this how I want to continue to live my life? Or do I want to change things now? Because I have the power within me to change, which is why this was coming up as the theme of this is like the happiness. You have all the tools for happiness that lie within you, but you have to use those tools, which are your thoughts, your intuition, your actions, and your passions, and your mind. So what we have on our minds is decisions. Where have we been sticking our head in the sand and pretending something doesn't exist? Because the universe wants us in sacred partnership, even with ourselves. Certainly many sacred unions are manifesting in the physical, which is what this whole 3-part series is about, that I'm being called to do with many of you on the grid work. But this is where we got the Two of Air, the 20 card, the Judgment card, and in between is the 6. That's harmony. Where has lack of decision caused disharmony for you? Where has it? Where have you been keeping yourself from unconditional love? Look, we have 2 6s in the middle here, guys. The sacred frequencies of 3, 6, and 9 are highly relevant right now. And the 2 of Air, followed by the 20, which is the 2 at the 0 point. The 0 point is the point right before the new beginning. This can be a card of second chances in love. Where have I made decisions, or where have I kept my heart closed to love? Where have I kept myself protected? This has been a huge theme, guys. Do you see how she's sitting there cradled within this lion? She's protected by the lion. What I am seeing in my client work is that many people who would, I guess, call themselves or resonate very much with the core energy of the sacred feminine, their inner masculine energy has been so protective of her heart that it has prevented her from her true happiness. And do you see how here it's the 2? There's a portal here, and something is protecting her from walking through the gates into her future. And her inner masculine energy, which is the part of her that is protective, which serves a purpose. You know, protecting the heart does serve a purpose, but there's a point where it prevents you from your ultimate happiness, your victory, and your success. Because your heart is connected to what it's desiring, but this lion that is protecting the love, you from, decisions and choice points, protecting you from potential disappointment, guys. It's preventing you from a renewal and a rebirth. So how are we going to be feeling around this eclipse energy? There's that death card, the transformation energy. Again, transformation and rebirth. Then we have the messenger of earth, which is the page of earth, page of pentacles. And we have the temptation card, the devil card. We have a lot of major arcana here, guys. Let me just review the major arcana that are here. The sun, the lovers, the judgment, the death, and the devil. So what we have here, when we have the death card and the temptation card, which is the devil, the messenger of earth is doing things differently. Going back to school, learning new skills. I don't want to do things the same way I've always done them. This is where you want to be challenged. It's like you've become an expert in a certain area of your life and you're just stuck and stagnant and not growing anymore. Because we will sometimes when we have wrapped up karmic cycles and karmic lessons, we're meant to move on from them. If we are continuing to learn and grow and evolve through a situation or through a relationship or through a career path, great. But there is a point where we have come to the end of the road in a certain situation and our soul is stagnant. It's like your same shit, different day. Nothing's changing, nothing's growing. I'm not being challenged. I'm not expanding. I'm not growing. I'm not learning new things. I'm not excited about the next thing I'm meant to learn and to grow through. And that, the devil energy tries to keep us in illusions. The devil energy makes us feel powerless. The devil energy wants to feel like we have no say in the matter. But the death card is where we have the opportunity to tap into the transformational rebirth energy. This is the phoenix rising out of the ashes. And do you see her here, this transformation card? She's looking in her hand and looking at the magic. She has magic within her. And as a collective humanity, we are awakening to all of our abilities and our powers. The magic lies within us. And this is part of what we are experiencing in the physical realms at the moment with the earth events that are happening. And I have done videos about this already for both my inner circle, which is, by the way, a free membership. You're welcome to join. The link is down below. But this is a rebirth into our magnificence as spiritual beings existing in the human realm. So, what changes are going to be supported by this new moon solar eclipse? What changes will be supported by this eclipse? And then for those of you not going to the extended, I will leave you with a guidance message at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Obviously, there will be more in the extended. But what changes are connected to this eclipse? Ace of Fire. Dang, that is the passionate new beginning. The Two of Earth, and those are the decisions, actually acting on the decisions. This is so incredible. I'm going to actually make the choice and do it. The Page of Earth. I'm sorry, Messenger of Earth, Page of Earth. It's interesting. The Messenger of Earth is actually in this deck, my bad, technically, the Knight of Pentacles, but I was really feeling the Page energy, and that's why it's here. So, again, the cards are simply guidance for me, but I'm channeling the message and the energies regardless of what's on the cards. But what you see here is the Two of Earth is where the Pentacles represent tangible change, the material, physical world. Actually making the decision and changing jobs, leaving partnerships, moving homes, moving locations. Because before, what's on our mind is the Two of Air, which is it's like we've already made the decision in our heads, we just hadn't taken the action in the physical realm. And so the change that is really supported with this eclipse energy is going for the passionate, new, purposeful beginning, one that lights your fire, one that is, whether it's a relationship or a career path or a move that you want to make, it's like that fire has been lit and you're ready to fly again. And look at this, the Page of Earth, he's like a dragonfly wings here. And the dragonfly, interestingly enough, represents transformation and metamorphosis, which is a theme that's coming through as well. But this, it also symbolizes good luck. And so, guys, this is a very exciting and beautiful new moon eclipse, solar eclipse. And again, the sun has shown up here as a theme, which is the sun represents our masculine energy, our masculine essence, the part of us that desires to live fully with passion and purpose. It is the masculine essence. So the change is represented, the themes and the changes around this new moon eclipse are, where are you going to make the changes to align with what you are passionate about, what you are feeling like you want to just take this and run? Because this is a fire that lies within you. Do you see how the fire's in the lantern? Well, you're not meant to contain your passion any longer simply within yourself. The passion is meant to be shared with the universe. The passion is meant to be shared with other people. So whether this is in relationship that you feel extremely passionate about and connected to, whether this is a sacred partnership, it's like that's meant to be shared with the world. And again, this connects so perfectly with the activation and grid work we did yesterday. But these are the changes, new beginnings, learning new things, new jobs, new endeavors. Maybe some of you feel like you want to go back to school. Maybe some of you feel like you want to start a new career path. Maybe you want to start a new business. Maybe you want to start a new relationship. But whatever that is passionately calling to you, this eclipse will assist you in transitioning into the new tangible beginning, right? Being out of limbo land. You've been in limbo land for a while. You know, that connects very deeply to the Pluto energy. The astrology of right now, Pluto stationed direct on October 10th. And Pluto has been retrograde since May 1st. And again, I went into this a lot in depth in the event yesterday. But essentially, we have been in this energy in the last while since Pluto went into Aquarius back in I believe it was March. Then it retrograded back into Capricorn, and it's now stationed direct in Capricorn, which is all about the old. And we're straddling the old and the new, and we have been. But this eclipse energy can help like push you up and forward. And I'm getting the image of, have you ever tried to I'm getting the image of somebody trying to climb out of a swimming pool. And actually, they're giving me the image of when I was in Kauai. There is this area in Princeville where there are these baths, Queen's Bath it's called. Many of you may have been there. And it is this beautiful yet somewhat potentially dangerous area where you can swim in Queen's Bath. And depending on the surface, the ocean current, it can be highly intimidating. And sometimes when the ocean's calmer, it's a lot easier. You can jump in, climb out. It's really quite beautiful and remarkable. Yet I've been there at times when the ocean has been insane and the water comes in. So people dive into this basically like lava rock area right on the edge of the ocean, and swim. And when the waves come in and the ocean's a little intense, the waves and the water enters this area called Queen's Bath, and it can lift people up. So people jump in, but if they're trying to climb out the rocks, it can be kind of hard. But if they time it right, and the locals that live there, and I've a lot of dear friends that live on Kauai, which is why I've spent a lot of time there. The locals know exactly like how to time their ascent out of the Queen's Bath to when the water flows in, and it literally can sometimes lift you up 10 feet higher, that almost like plops you just right out onto the top. I did not go in when it was that intense because I just was not, it was just too much. I didn't feel safe doing it, but those that did, I just watched in awe as it was like there was this rhythm where they knew when to time their jump to prevent, death and destruction basically, because, when the waves are crashing in, you don't want to be jumping in and being crashed into the walls. But they would time the jump, they would resurface, they would kind of come back and feel the current of the water, and then they would almost ride the current up to the edge of the bath. Other people tried to climb. The people who tried to climb up out of Queen's Bath without leveraging the water wave coming up would often sometimes get just like pulled back into the water when the wave would come up when they were halfway up. So it made it harder on themselves to leave. That is essentially, I did not expect that vision to come through, but it just did. But that is the energy of this new moon solar eclipse. The universe is wanting to elevate you and ascend you up into safe ground, onto solid ground. And that is what I'm seeing coming through in the energy. So for those of you not going to the extended, I will leave you with a guidance message here. And again, in the extended, we will get into the before and after. What's going on spiritually, how it will be affecting us in our physical worlds, a whole bunch more. And we'll do a sneak peek into the eclipse at the end of October as well. So guidance for this eclipse. Your commitment is being tested. Yep. Whatever's happening now is meant to test any commitments. Are you committed to commitment? Are you committed to your soul's journey? I've done a video on my Real Men Project YouTube channel about this, is when does commitment become self-sacrifice? So how committed are you to your happiness? How committed are you to your dreams? And again, expediting the inevitable. If you have been in, this is what eclipses do, is basically it's like the universe kind of knocks on your door being like, dude, you know what you've been wanting to do for a long time. You know this is your path. Yet you've let fear stop you. You've let uncertainty stop you. But you are being called by your soul to do this new thing. And if you're not going to do it, I'm going to force you to do it. AKA the universe will grab you and put you on the path you are meant to be on in order for your highest and best. And if we have with free will chosen to stay in comfort zones and to ignore the calling of our soul and our inner guidance and our inner compass, then sometimes the universe does step in to assist your ascension process. So my friends, I really hope that this was helpful. Wow, this was a long video. I do hope some of you will join me over in the extended. And I send you so much love. Until next time, bye.